All right, here comes the new part. Okay, you guys are all challenged to create a legitimate scheme that uses a 3-foot wide stair with 12-inch treads and 8-inch risers, so 8 and 12, has a 3-foot landing at the bottom, 3-foot landing at the top. If you are using a stair, it's your call. I don't know if you're using a stair, but I have to put that quantity in. Your corridors, if you use corridors in your plan, the minimum the minimum width of a corridor is 3 feet. All right. So the challenge is, I want you guys to see which one of you comes up with the lowest amount of surface area with a legitimate scheme. Okay? So let's do a little bit of example, right? So if I have a 10-foot by 10-foot by 10-foot cube, right? What's my total surface area? 600 square feet. Okay? 600 square feet. What if I exclude the floor? 500. Okay? And that's going to be the case. You guys are going to be asked to come up with the scheme, right? That has, it's your design. It's up to you. I gave you the parameters for the stair. Minimum 3 feet wide, minimum 3-foot landing at the top, 3-foot landing at the bottom. They have to have rational corridors. You can't go through one room to get to another room unless it makes sense to do that. Okay? So this is a competition amongst the students to come up with a scheme that meets all of the project requirements except the handicap part and has the least amount of surface area. Any questions about that?
What did you say about the tread for the stairs?
They're 12 inches long and 8 inches tall. That'll tell you how big the stair is. That's if you're doing a 2-story plan. Floor to the total height of the floor levels, right? What did we use last night? What? 12 feet? Okay, so the total height of the walls is 12 feet. Everything is paper thin volumes. So single lines, there's no wall thicknesses, there's no floor thicknesses. Okay? The wall, so the floor of a wall is just a sheet. Okay? And the height of the wall is 12 feet. It has a flat roof that sits right at the top of the wall. So there's no, there's no like fancy roof on top of it. Okay?
So the openings doesn't count, like windows, glass walls?
Not right now. The first thing I want you guys to do is I want you guys to figure out how to make the most efficient shape you can make. And you guys are welcome to compare with each other as you're doing this. So you can look over at June and go, so June, how many square feet is your scheme? And he's going to go, I ain't telling you. What's yours? You show me yours, I'll show you mine. You tell me yours, I'll tell you mine, right? So you guys are welcome to compare. June had a question first. I always try to go in order. So June, you raised your hand first, she raised her hand second.
In the program, you say that the living room area has 300 square feet, but like you say like 25 times 15. Oh, in the program, the living room, you say that it's 300 square feet, and then you say 25 times 15. So it's going to be 375.
Use the number values, not the sizes. So ignore the sizes. Use the actual square footage. So you don't have to make the size of the rooms. What Jun's pointing out is that I made an error. Okay? So use the square footages. Señorita? I forgot.
Sorry. No, I remember. So the formula to get it is length times width times height, right? For square foot. Is that?
For square foot is length times width.
Oh, that's it. Oh.
Yep. So if I want the square footage of this whiteboard, I measure how wide it is, I measure how tall it is, and I multiply. Now you do have to be aware of units. I'm assuming that you all, since this is an upper division course or a higher level course, can deal with units. So if something is 12 foot 6 inches, you have a choice of either dealing with it. Of course, you're all using computers, so you're just going to go click, and it's going to tell you the area. 12 foot 6 is the same as 12.5 feet. I'm just letting you guys know that. I'm expecting that you guys understand the notion of units and how to convert inches to decimal. If not, find out. All right, other questions?
You say you can't enter room by room.
I know, what I said is it has to make logical sense. If you're going to enter the kitchen from the dining room, I'm fine with that.
How about dining?
If you're going to enter his bedroom through her bedroom, I've got a problem with that.
How about dining through
Dining room through a bedroom, bullshit.
the garage?
Dining room from a garage, I guess that sounds a little weird. I would think that garage to living room would be better, but you know, I guess you could say that. That's very uncommon, right? Most of the time, you either enter from the garage into a kitchen or into a living room. Rarely have I encountered a plan where you enter into the dining room. Yes?
This is including the garage too, right?
This includes the garage too, yeah.
But not the pool and stuff like that.
Enclosed space.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Should we include the garage or should we get rid of the garage?
Include the
No,
garage.
Include it.
Include the garage.
None of you, I'll let the cat out of the bag. None of you have a scheme that's going to win. Okay, we'll include the garage. That's fine. You know why? You know why I'm considering excluding the garage? How many of your garages have heaters and air conditioners in them? Oh, you don't. That's okay. I didn't think so. Okay. All right. So, other questions? Okay. So we're going to set a time limit on this of 1 hour. So it is 8:30. By 9, you have till 9:30 to have a scheme, right? You are to print the floor plans. Hold on. 8.5 by 11. Print both. Print 1 or 2 floor plans. You are to not use legends. You are to write the names in the rooms. You are to have the 3-dimensional volume showing the configuration, and they are to fit 1 8.5 by 11 per plan, and 1 for volume. Okay.
Is that any scheme or like one for each? Is that any scheme or one for each scheme?
You're only doing 1 scheme, right? You guys are doing 1 scheme. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. You guys are you're going to pin up 1 scheme. And they're all going to be hiding their numbers. Okay? So you're right. You might be doing 20 schemes, right? It's up to you. I don't care.
So garage doesn't count.
Garage does count. We're counting garage. We said that. Okay. Any other questions? All right. Oh, hold on. There's another question.
When you say like no label or everything, do we have to do it like next year or just write it out?
I would prefer that it be legible in a computer, because most of you write like poo-poo. Okay, other questions? Going once. After we stop this video, no questions. Going once. Going twice. Oh, 2 questions.
I'm still kind of confused on the right side of the paper with the north, west, south, east. So say like you have like basically a cube. Say if it's like to the south, that's a certain amount of square footage. You count all that's out.
Sure.
Walls
it.
facing south.
That's
Because
it.
walls can face south.
We already covered this. Red line east, green line north. Opposite
Right,
green
right.
is south. So what's your question?
Just like I got confused. I messed up right now on the red line east thing, but like so let's say the red line is facing east. So whatever you see on the east, you just count that square footage in there.
Yeah, if it faces to the east, you count that square footage. There was another question. You're going to have to talk much louder than that because I cannot hear you.
Can we move the dimensions around? Can we change them?
We're not using dimensions, we're using the square footages. We've just covered that. You were late, so you did not hear that. Okay, going once. Going twice. Stop the video, no more questions. Rooms are